Okay, hello guys. The last video from this topic, like chemical reaction topically, last video. ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋಲಿ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಬ್ರೀಫ್ ಆಗಿ ಫಟಾಕ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ರಿವಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡೋಣ ಸಾಕು. ಇದನ್ನೇ ನಾನು ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ, ಬೇಕಾದರೆ ಹೇಳು ಅಂದರೆ ಹೇಳೋಣ, ತೊಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ in this chapter, whatever we have to remember the things. Chemical reaction 1. What is the definition of chemical reaction? The reaction where change in the color, change the temperature, and change in the state of matter will occurs along with the production of gases. Such a reaction is called chemical reaction. And then we have to go for examples, experiments. One is magnesium ribbon experiment. Remember that I will not explain anything here, or else if you want I can. We'll take a magnesium ribbon and we'll clean it with a sandpaper and we'll burn it in a burner. It will produce magnesium oxide. That is a powder, white powder. And again we will take a zinc granules, and that zinc granules react with the the sulfuric acid, dilute sulfuric acid in a conical flask, and it produces a hydrogen gas. So in this both the reactions we have observed that there is a change in state, change in color, and change in the temperature of the experiment, and it produces some gases. So this is called what? Chemical reaction. So we have come across chemical equations. It's a symbolical representations of any compounds or else any elements in a reaction. This is called chemical equations. We have balanced it also. And now the types of chemical reactions. There are basically 4 types of chemical reactions. So one is chemical combination, decomposition, displacement, and double displacement reaction. Along with that we'll add some other reactions, that is oxidation, reduction, and redox reactions also. So we'll come across first one of what combination reaction. The reaction where two or more reactants will produce one single product. So such reactions are called combination reactions. We have taken 3 examples here. One is calcium oxide added to the water, which will give you calcium hydroxide, that is a slaked lime, along with the liberation of heat or generation of heat. Okay, and next, burning of a coal, carbon plus oxygen will give you carbon dioxide. Again, formation of water, H2 hydrogen plus oxygen will give you H2O. In a combination reaction, usually heat is produced outside, produced in the reaction. The reaction where heat is produced is called exothermic reactions. So let's come for exothermic reaction. The reaction where is heat is produced, such a reactions are called exothermic reaction. And example for exothermic reactions are, I'll take directly a breathing process. Why breathing is called an exothermic reaction? Because the food, whatever we eat, it will give you energy. That energy is come from glucose, like breaking of glucose, and that in a digestion process food is going to be converted into simpler form. That simpler form, carbohydrate, is also converted into simple form, that is a glucose. And that glucose combines with oxygen while breathing. That oxygen combines with the glucose will produce the carbon dioxide, water, and the energy, and that energy is in our body. So that's why heat is liberated there. So that's why breathing process is called the exothermic reaction. Next we'll come for decomposition reaction. In a decomposition reaction, we need energy to break the compounds. First basic point, and the definition for it is a single reactant uses energy and produces more than 2 products. Single reactant will produce 2 or more than 2 products. So such a reaction is called decomposition reaction. And we have to take an example for it, what we have taken. So just remember those things. And we have taken heat as energy, and light as energy, and electricity as energy to break the compounds. Okay, first one I think ferrous sulfate, I guess, I don't remember actually. So use that. We have added some heat to it, and it will give you some byproducts like ferrous sulfate. It will give you some byproduct like SO3s and SO2 gas, along with the Fe something like that. I didn't remember, just go through the book. And then afterwards we have to go, if we use a electrical energy to break the compound, that is called electrolysis process of water. We have supplied some energy or electric energy to the water, and there is a generation of hydrogen and oxygen. There is a breaking of water into hydrogen and oxygen. So that is called electrolysis, because electrical energy is used to decompose the water. And similarly, if we go for a light energy is used as a decomposing product energy is that is called AgCl, that silver chloride we have used in a china dish and we have kept it in a light energy. So at that time it will convert into a dark color, and because of it uses a light energy to decompose Ag and Cl. So we have in this process energy is absorbed. Such a reactions are called endothermic reactions. So reactions where energy is absorbed, heat is absorbed, such a reaction is called endothermic reactions. And now come for displacement reaction. In a displacement reactions, highly reactive element displaces a less reactive element. So we have taken the copper sulfate solution and we have added or else placed the iron nail, and after some time iron nail converted into brown color because of iron displaces the copper. So that's why copper layer is present on the iron nail, and the blue color solution is converted into pale blue or else blueless liquid. So this is one of the solution. And double displacement, in a double displacement process, the ions get exchanging between the reactants. Ions in a displacement reaction, elements will displace a less reactive element. In case of double displacement, we have to use what ions displace exchanges in between the reactants. So that's why the process is called double displacement reaction. In double displacement reaction, there is a substance will generate which is going to be insoluble in water. That substance is called precipitate. And the process where insoluble substance is going to be generated, such a process is called precipitation process, or else precipitate is generated in the process is called precipitation reaction. So double displacement is over. And next, last but not the least, oxidation and reduction. The process where oxygen is added to the reaction is called oxidation reaction, and the product is oxidized, means it give up the oxygen. It's adding the oxygen is called oxidized. If the reaction oxygen is removed from it, then it is a reduction reaction. If the material loses the oxygen, then it is called reduced element. And now redox reaction, the reaction where oxidation and reduction both are taking place in the same reaction, that is called redox reaction. And corrosion and rancidity, we have taken corrosion is a like rusting process, and rancidity is a smelling of oily product which are decomposed or else reacted with the atmospheric air or else oxygen. So this is the point what we have to learn in this topic. Remember that, and we'll start a next topic in the next video.